how do you explain the hadith where the man beat his wife so bad she turned green, and the Prophet never asked the man if he warned her if he separated from
Well, the man answer was, she's lying.
Oh, okay.
She
Yeah.
just turned green
No,
by
no, no.
herself.
Yeah, because the woman says because she want to go back to her first husband. So the man, what the man answer was, she's lying. So
She
it
turned
was
green.
her word against his
How
word.
did she
so,
produce the bruises?
Well, probably she wanted to get divorced from him, so she just make a
So she
case.
hit herself,
and
did she?
Look, remember that hadith.
she got the first husband to do it.
Well, you see, that hadith is ambiguous. That
Okay.
he beat her or not beat her, it was her word
It's only
against.
his word
But
and
Muhammad
he's a
says
sinner.
the other hadith is Sahih hadith. We say you should not leave any mark.
Exactly, so he
and
broke that. Okay, so the guy whose wife was green
From the
would
beating.
be more likely to lie and deny it because he's left a mark, so therefore he's not within
But
the
then
scope
again,
of
it's
permission.
her word against his word.
It always
and there needs to
is.
be a witness there. So he
There
clearly.
does need to be a witness for domestic abuse.
No, there
then.
doesn't.
There doesn't need to be.
No,
a
but
witness.
yeah, no, you need to be a witness of
Oh,
it.
there does.
So why did Aisha say that he's seen none suffer as much as they believe in women after that particular story?
They had no
it's the same
witnesses.
hadith. No,
Yeah.
what suffer means here.
No.
Suffer,
No, but
suffer
she-
means they have
No
a
pain or injury.
they have
No,
a
she said it after that
they have a
story.
limit
After the
of
green
they have a
chest.
limit of liberty like other women are. So suffer doesn't always mean pain, or it could be
Yes,
just
I'm
your
sorry,
liberty.
it does.
You are
No,
limited in your
English,
liberty.
suffering
But in the
means
context,
you've
obviously,
experienced
because she
hardship
said
or
that
pain.
after Muhammad told the wife who husband beat her that she turned green, Muhammad told her Muhammad said that she should return back to her husband. That's
Not
when Aisha
divorce
said.
him.
Aisha said she's seen none suffer as much as they believe in women.
He said return back to her husband. He doesn't look. What he said is if she want a divorce from him, she has to fulfill the marriage,
But she has to go back to
which
her
is
husband.
sex.
In
If
which
she wants
way?
to go back
She
to
has
the
to go have sex with him.
no, if she want to go back to the first husband. Remember, Islamic ruling is this:
But they weren't newly married, surely.
if you want to go back to your
He never
He never
warned the
said
man. He never
leave
told the
her.
man, did you?
No,
did
that's-
you
that's
warn
what
her?"
So he's giving tacit approval to that behaviour because he hasn't
The
advised
guy-
her,
Yes.
The
stay
guy-
with your sister and let's all sort it out in a
the
minute.
guy
get some
completely
witnesses.
refused it. He says she's lying.
Okay, and
That
she
was
says,
her
no,
word.
I'm not.
Her
Okay?
word against his word.
But she says,
So
no,
how,
I'm not.
how he's going to judge?
Because she turned green.
Because
He's
he
the prophet of God. How does he
because,
not know?
Because he can see. But if Jesus cannot see the fig tree has a fig on it,
No,
of-
but-
No,
of-
Jesus
of-
can.
of
Jesus
season.
Don't
does
divert, don't
see
divert.
No,
somebody
he
sitting
doesn't.
under the
Don't
tree when he's
divert,
not there. Yes,
don't
he
No,
divert,
he
does.
didn't.
Yes, he did.
Don't
He went to the
divert,
fig tree.
don't divert.
Mark says
I'm not talking
it
about
was
that
not
verse.
the,
Anyway,
so
we're
if
not
you're talking about the
diverting. We're not
knowledge of
diverting.
prophet,
No, but the point
if
of the
Jesus
matter-
doesn't know,
Jesus
no,
knew
he didn't.
things that
but
were
the point
not
of
in
the matter-
front of him.
the point of
I
the
can prove it to you. Shall
Surely-
we read the
No,
verse?
I'll find the one I'm talking about. Carry
Surely,
on.
surely the point is that he never said to the man, "Did you warn her? Did you separate from the bed?" He never said that. He just made it. He just told the woman to return back to the guy.
No. You see, you misjudging again. The verse says about the separating the bed about the loose woman. Here is no case. The man is not making a case that she's a loose woman or not. It's not like any wife you can separate the bed or beat or whatever. It's about the loose woman. So here, nothing to do with whether she's loose or not. She just want to go back to the first husband. Yes, she probably is making all the excuses. She done something to her. So Prophet would say, oh, he's abusing, so divorce. So he say, I didn't do it. She's lying. So Prophet, how he's going to judge? What to say?
He's the prophet of God. How does he not know?
Because
If you fear disobedience, and it ends off, you stop beating them when they return to obedience.
4:34.
So surely, 4:34, the verse of beating the wives.
what it says?
It
Fear.
starts off saying if you fear. It starts off first of all it says men are superior,
Yeah.
men are table. The part to do with violence, it says if you fear disobedience, you beat until she returns to disobedience.
And
The
your
chase
point
part, the chase part is before that. So
No, the same context.
No.
Okay, let's read the verse.
Yes, let's read the verse.
By the way,
Let's
it's
read.
John 1:43 to 51, the fig tree.
No, that's another one.
That's what I was talking
no,
about.
But there are two. One is talking about children of Israel. Fig tree.
No. I was just saying that Jesus can know things that are not
That's a separate
visibly.
issue.
It's not if Mohammed can't judge who's lying between a man and a woman, and he's a true prophet.
I'll prove it to
Okay,
you that Jesus
sorry.
didn't have any clue about the
Okay.
fig tree. Let's read.
This is my point. Right? Before
Chapter
you read
4,
the
verse
verse,
34.
it starts off by saying men are in charge of women because
Yeah.
they have more power and we give them money.
No, what Allah has given them.
The good woman is chaste. But if you even fear disobedience, you should beat until she's obedient again.
Men are in charge of women
Okay.
by what Allah has given one over the other,
Yes.
and what they spend.
Yes.
I'm not reading in a parenthesis. From their wealth. So righteous women are devoutly obedient, guarding In absence, what Allah would have them guard.
Okay.
This is what I was talking about. To understand what it means, a guarding meaning, you have to go back to chapter 33, verse 35. When it says the chaste men are chaste and guarding, and the women are also guarding. Yeah, I'm just paraphrasing it. That's what we talk about the chastity, meaning they are not being vulgar or loose.
Okay.
So, what Allah would have them guard. But those from whom you fear arrogance of what? Arrogance of that they are not chaste. They are not. They are rejecting to be chaste. If you fear arrogance, yeah, and fear here you need to understand. Chapter 4, verse 128 says, the women, if they fear their husband not being good to them, they can go to the judge for their settlement. So the fear here meaning a surety, something is happening. Now the husband, you want me to keep on reading or? Yeah. Okay. So if you fear arrogance, advise them. Arrogance of what? They are resisting to be chaste. Advise them. It's only fair thing to say. Advise, please don't do that. So if it doesn't work, of course, then it says the next step is forsake them in the bed. She's still not listening. She's not still understanding. Then he says, strike them. So what kind of a woman?
And what's the end after that?
Strike them. But if they obey you, obey you, seek no means against them. Indeed, Allah is ever exalted.
So what if they're not obeying you?
Even after you've beaten them.
If they're not obeying it, there's no more.
No, as you're hitting her, what if I'm hitting her and she's resisted or she's fighting back?
Yeah, then is the divorce, of course.
No, you beat her until she returns to obedience. That's what it says.
No, but you understand what strike means?
Well, what does the end say?
Strike
It says you beat her. No, the end is the crucial point.
No,
it says
strike them.
you stop beating them when they return to obedience.
No, it doesn't say that. It says
so
strike them
until.
But if he didn't say until.
Okay,
He didn't say until.
But
It says strike them.
Okay.
But if they obey you, seek no means against them. Indeed, Allah is ever exalted in mind.
Okay. So what if I'm hitting her? And she's not obeying me? She's resisted.
Then you divorce her.
No, but
these are the three steps.
It says you should beat until she returns.
It didn't say until. Why you keep putting word into it until? It didn't
I'm
say
thinking
until.
about my verse. And I'm thinking of the one I've got at home.
Maybe.
But the one you got here.
If you read the commentary, then the commentary might explain.
When do you stop beating her? When she returns to obedience.
But do you understand what beating here means?
No
injury, no mark.
And
so
no
you
pain.
can maybe tap on the wrist for the rest of the. It doesn't.
Is there pain?
So,
is there pain?
There can be pain.
Are you allowed to inflict pain on your wife?
if it says no living mark, then I would say what kind of a pain that would be, because the pain could be that is the pain as well, but it's not living mark.
So there's no pain.
So yes, I mean hitting which is not living mark. It's not like beating like a mad person. So
Are you allowed to inflict pain when you're beaten?
It doesn't mention it, so yes.
It doesn't mention, of course.
So yes.
Look, this can pain as well. There's a pain have levels. So
I could smack you to
so slap on the,
leave a mark,
but
yeah.
as long as you don't leave a mark. So imagine a woman's body is much more delicate in a way, leave mark easily. I mean, I hold my wife's wrist the other day, just let's go, darling, taking her, which is moving, and she said, you hurt me. I didn't mean to hurt that, and actually that left mark on her. Later on, she said there was a bruise there. Even though I would just say, come on, darling, let's go. So a man has to be so careful not leaving mark. So you need to understand you should not be anything harder.
Okay.
And the wisdom behind it is to save the marriage.
Okay.
If that can save the marriage, then in a bigger picture, it's a good thing to do.
Okay.
Yeah, for the greater good. But what I'm saying is, you can divorce. These are three steps, and then you divorce.
Okay. So I think we should bring this to an end, but let's just bring it to an end by clarifying your point. I'm married to Faye here. I don't know your name. She's done something really bad.
You better, otherwise it's divorce time.
No, I'll just beat you until you and she does something so bad. So I tell her off, and she continues to do it.
Well, it says advise her, not tell her off.
Advise her. Please don't do it.
Yeah.
Then
she should listen to you, and if she's a good woman, she should listen to you.
Okay.
Why?
But if
You might be talking
all
rubbish.
right. And then I
just telling you to be
and then I separate
decent.
from her bed. And then I separate from the bed. And then she continues to do it. And then
That means something's not right there.
Okay. And
What?
then.
What, a sex
And
god?
then,
If
no,
he banishes
no,
me
I just want to get his point clear.
Sorry.
I just wanna get your
Don't
point
be
clear.
loose. I mean, what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, but it's
Point
your
clear.
definition of
Okay,
loose.
I warned her I'm separate from the bed, and she's still doing it.
It's a Quranic definition, by the way.
Exactly.
So I touch her, I don't break anything, I don't hurt anything, and I don't inflict any pain, and she gets the message. Does that make sense?
If she doesn't get the message, then divorce.
No, but at the
understanding
end,
is that
I just
these are
touch
the
her,
steps.
and I make sure that I touch her in such a way that it doesn't hurt her in any way.
Don't leave marks.
It doesn't leave any marks. Don't break anything, but she gets the point, and she and she comes back to obedience.
Yeah, it can happen.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, yes, it does. I tell you why.
Let's end it.
I tell you why. No. I tell you
No,
why.
end it there.
Sometimes
End
you
it.
look.
Does that make
No,
sense to you?
no, it does. I
A
tell you
tap
why.
has never.
I tell you why.
She could think it's foreplay.
I'm going to give you one. I'm going to give you one example, and tell me if you're honest, you understand or not. Of somebody could be in a rage. Friends are together in a rage, and one just keeps shouting. And he's saying, "John, stop it!" And he's not stopping. He's shouting on his face, no. And then suddenly, John. And then suddenly, somebody just wake up and say, he really, and come back to senses. Sometimes little physical tap can bring somebody in senses who's in rage. He's not listening to you. It can happen. You can't deny that. So this is exactly what it means.
But it
The woman
seems
is
less
just really
severe
not
than
in
the
her
other
senses.
thing.
But if I tap him like that, and he still goes against me,
Then you say,
Slap
go to
again.
hell. Friends can leave sometimes ago. That
but-
sometimes
but-
physical contact
no,
can
but
show somebody
in the
that he
context of the
really
Quran-
mean that.
but in the context of the Quran, he has to obey me.
But if he doesn't, then leave it. Divorce. Finish. Done, dusted. That's why you're not getting the point. These 3 steps and then divorce.
But the Quran
There's no
verse,
more 4
But
steps.
the Quran verse says that he has to obey me.
No, you didn't say that. If she obey you, then do
It
not.
says, if you fear disobedience, yeah.
Only
We already talked
Only
about
fear.
what fear
No,
means.
no, but in that
But
context,
you said it. I haven't read it
no,
somewhere else.
and in that context, if I hit John and he doesn't obey me, I can hit him again until he obeys me. In the context of this,
If he comes to his senses, then not. But that leaves
Yeah.
open the question of if he doesn't,
Then I can
you've
just
got all of
continue.
those
No,
steps that you're.
it doesn't mean that. It means
How-
these are the
why
3
give
steps,
potentiality?
and then you leave. Then
when do you stop the hitting?
When you feel like
When
it.
the person when the person stops being
Okay,
disobedient.
even if he hit you 100 times here and doesn't leave any mark,
You can carry
then the saved marriage.
For all time.
Yeah, but in a common sense, if it doesn't work, then you divorce. These are the 3 steps. You're not going to live with that woman because she's not getting the point. So one thing we need to understand: hitting doesn't mean here like some people say hitting meaning really harming a person. It's not that. It's a strike, which like I show you the hadith. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam strike his companion. Why? As a congratulation. Same thing. He strike in his chest. May Allah give you more knowledge of Quran. While when he answered him, so that was strike mean. It doesn't mean harming or
the
like
daraba,
people
isn't
say.
it? The
Huh?
word is the daraba.
Yeah.
The word in the four people is daraba.
That's right.
And that's used in a hadith to do it.
Oh, didn't I show
to
you the other day?
To do with taming wild animals.
Didn't I show you the hadith the other day?
No, but the word is to do with taming wild animals.
I don't think you read
Well,
this. I think
women are domesticated.
I'll show you the
animals
hadith.
anyway.
That's fair. Well said.
I'll show you the hadith then. Didn't I show you that? You want me to show you the hadith?
No,
I think he's talking
and I want to
about
bring this to an end. Do you have a tafsir or scholar
says
that
fear
agrees with
means
the point you
knowledge.
just made?
I have the hadith.
Ah,
But
so that's
do you have a
enough.
I have the
tafsir?
hadith.
But do you have a tafsir?
Remember, I have the hadith. Hadith is above the tafsir,
Okay,
brother.
but
You need
you
to understand the
are
point.
But there's scholars
Sahih
who
hadith
are-
goes above any tafsir because tafsir is understanding of the scholar and the commentary of the scholar. And sometimes scholars,
Exactly,
they
there's scholars
disagree
for a
with each other.
reason.
You're on record of saying that you don't trust the hadiths.
I said that.
Yeah, you said that some hadiths you can follow, even if they're sahih, and some you can't, because you said that.
My yardstick, I always say, is the Quran.
Yeah.
If any hadith
Yeah.
goes against the
Yeah.
spirit of the Quran,
Yeah.
what I'm going to take? I'm going to take
Yeah.
Quran. So Quran is number 1.
Yeah.
Then Mutawatir Sahih Hadith is
Okay.
number 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then Ijma of the scholars. Ijma, consensus of the scholars. Number 3.
Okay.
Then come tafsir or anything else.
Okay.
But
So
the
these
spirit
are
of-
the steps.
But the
Is this to
spirit-
do with
hold
Sahih
on,
hadiths
sorry,
as
sorry.
well?
I'm just tapping you lightly.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the spirit of the Quran is not the letter of the Quran. Because anybody can say, well, through this book, I've read this book, and I believe that the spirit of it is X, Y, and Z. And somebody else, another scholar or another layman, can come along and say, well, actually, I don't get that vibe, what I think he means. And that's why you have tafsir, because it's not the clear and concise word of Allah, it's open to interpretation, as in fear can mean knowledge, or knowledge can mean...
Also, at the same time, the tafsir of Ibn Kathir doesn't go against the spirit of that verse, where Ibn Kathir says
It wasn't in the hadith. Sahih
No,
hadith.
it doesn't go against the spirit of the verse.
Sahih hadith says don't
Because
Quran,
it
it
says,
doesn't go
it
against
says
the
that
Quran.
I'm married to Faye. She's not
Okay.
allowed Sorry, I keep calling you fake.
We're married, you know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, well, and it's only been a few years.
A few minutes.
No, I'm married to her. According to Ibn Kathir, she's not allowed to dislike me. She's not allowed to ignore
Ibn
me.
Kathir can just get on with it.
She's not allowed to disobey me. Yeah, and she's not allowed to
Dress the way I want to.
and she's not allowed to act above me.
Explain to me
Yeah?
that
That's with the spirit of the Quran. If she does any of those things, I can beat her until she
me show you-
returns to obedience.
Let me show you hadith. I think I showed you hadith last time, didn't I?
Yeah.
About daraba. It's just so
Is
clear.
it used in another verse to do with taming wild animals?
Yes or no?
Yes or no? In another verse.
I never heard that.
What to
I
do-
heard people saying that and non-Muslims saying
Yeah.
that. I never heard that. Show me. Show me the proof, then we'll talk about it. If I'm going to show you the hadith.
No, because I think that this is what happens. Muslims don't even agree. The scholars don't even agree on the hadith.
Brother, I'm showing
You don't agree.
I'm showing
When
you
the hadith serves your purpose, you like it. But when another hadith contradicts
You
this
know,
hadith, you're not going to
anybody
like
can
it.
read Arabic here?
Hadith about
Anybody can read
coronavirus.
Arabic here? No, Arabic? Anybody? Nobody can read Arabic here?
Are you being facetious?
No, daraba.
intentionally?
No, the word daraba. Word daraba.
You wanna have a look?
Because I don't want you to just believe what I'm telling you.